Hey, what's up guys? Dad here. So this is a tough video. This week I'm gonna be talking about some negative stuff. So first and foremost, Hindsight, the absolute killer of investors and traders. Oh my gosh, this has been terrible for me. It's been killing me. I unfortunately blew my account like everyone, at least most people I've seen, end up doing with their first account. I had a 98% drawdown, and that's because I didn't appreciate the power of the market makers or just stock movements in general. Didn't fully know what I was getting into and doing, and I oversized and of course lost out. So you got to stick with it though. You got to be determined through that loss. I had several positions open. I had a Boeing put. Of course, I bought it at the lowest point that it's been this year, following a downtrend line, expecting it to continue down for a nice profit. Of course, pivoted up. That was great. Didn't recover that. My option would expire worthless. And I also didn't know where to set my limits at, or my strike prices, which is very important too. So make sure you fully understand what you're doing. That was in April 26th, and I had several Rivian puts spread out. They had a pending lawsuit, and it, of course, popped up. I also got that at the lowest point that it's been this year. So I had some great positions if I would have bought calls, but it's not how it worked out. That was on April 24th. And my other position, Palantir. This one actually was the worst because it went the way I wanted it to. I bought a call when it's in the $20 range after its last earnings, 2 earnings ago now. It was its lowest point, had a major drawdown. Got in, got my calls, put in on $1,000, and I was actually up to, I think it was 2,800, or it was 3,800 at one point. And I was in it with my friend, and we decided to hold through earnings. And someone didn't like what he said in his earnings call, their CEO, Alex Karp, and that thing tanked so fast. By the next morning, it was not worth anything. So lost out on, all in all, about $2,500, which was really rough, but I got to move on. So I'm going to stay determined through loss. Learning from my mistakes, I already changed my strategies up, and I've been taking paper trades just in my notebook. Some were working, some were not, so I'm going to continue dialing that in. However, you got to appreciate the power of market makers. They can swing a stock like crazy, or just, bigger funds in general. Earnings calls are crazy, very volatile time. I recommend something I'm working on where I am looking for retracement post earnings, which is something we can talk about next week or something like that, and get a little video set up for you guys. And then there's a lot of overreactions to the market. Something I was just looking at that I didn't take, which I wish I would have, but I'm kind of hands off for right now, just gathering info. CrowdStrike. After their earnings, they dropped, I believe, like $50, something like that, on a $350 stock. So it was a major move, 20+%. When it stabilized and was looking like it was going to pop back up, I was like, all right, this is a good spot. Set for a 305 call with a 1-month expiration. It was like $2,200, and I marked it. Guess what it is now? It's like almost 5,000. It's like 4,800 or something like that today. So that was like a week too. That was a quick one. So just stick with it. Make sure you know what you're doing. Don't oversize at first. Get comfortable and know the power of earnings. Like, that's all. I don't want you guys to make the same mistake and lose out, but I'm gonna continue just taking a little break, get some more cash together. But I'll see you guys next week. If you like it, subscribe. Let me know what's up in the comments. All right, have a good night.